just to share what the eventuality may look like. Fran?
Thank you. Thank you. So Ed went through a number of the initial slides that I'm going to talk about, so I'll walk through those maybe a little quicker, and then we'll get into the actual presentation. So my name is Francis Reiner. I'm a professional planner in New Jersey. I'm a partner at DMR Architects. We are the planning firm and the architecture firm that has been assisting the developer on this particular project. So tonight what I'm going to present to you is the concepts of what has been developed based on the previous presentation that Ed gave regarding the zoning. So this particular property, I'm sure everybody is aware of, is located essentially within the township. The property is currently zoned town center, and in the zoning, under your zoning ordinance, it identifies this particular property to be for a mixed-use district with a number of different uses, including office, retail, residential, as well as open space and access to the Whippany River. In addition, the ordinance, the purpose of this particular zone talks about having a comprehensive plan for buildings, parking, for open space, for pedestrian circulation, as well as stormwater management, utilities, and other related site improvements. So what we're going to present to you tonight is, in effect, intended to meet the requirements of the current zone that you have. Ed went through this already, but the entire property is approximately 87 acres. Just to orient everybody, Eden Lane is on the bottom of where the yellow is highlighted. Parsippany is on the right, and South Jefferson is on the left, and the railroad line runs on top and then through the middle as you get closer to Parsippany. The area we're talking about tonight is redevelopment area A, which Ed identified. It's important to note that the proposed plan has 2 points of access, one off of Eden Lane, which would be at Boxwood Court, and the other off of Parsippany. And for those of you that didn't see it, I'll just go back and you can see them kind of drop in with the arrows. So those are the two intended access points for this particular site. A couple of things that we're doing in terms of the improvements, and I'll go back to this site. You can look at the images to the right. That is the erosion of the existing Whippany River. And part of what we're going to be doing, one of the first things we're going to be doing as an improvement is to stabilize that embankment and to ensure that future erosion doesn't continue. On the bottom right, you can see there's actually a person in that image. So you can see the size of the erosion that has occurred over the last few years along that embankment. So part of what we're going to be doing is to improve that and to ensure the embankment no longer erodes. Another aspect that Ed talked about is the Patriots map. And so the green line on this particular map shows and identifies the existing Patriots path location. And the two images on the right are representations of what Patriots path looks like today. On Eden Lane, which is the bottom image, it's approximately a 4-foot sidewalk. On Parsippany, again, a 4-foot sidewalk actually located right at the back curb. The turquoise color is showing where we are proposing to place the walkway within the property, and that would be more like a trail that would connect the larger regional. So although the sidewalks along Eden Lane and Parsippany would remain, now there would be the option to have an actual trail system that runs through the property. It's approximately 7,200 linear feet. It would have to meet the requirements of the county, but essentially we believe that's going to be approximately an 8-foot wide multi-purpose walkway. So that would be another improvement that's as a part of the redevelopment plan that we'll be putting forward. The intention of the project, and I thought I would start with a perspective rather than a plan, because it's easier to understand a perspective. is obviously to create a village-type concept around a boulevard. The images you see on the left in the next series of slides were all produced by my office and represent what we are intending from a conceptual level to be the type of design and architecture of the project. The images on the right are taken from photos of actual built environments that are similar to what we are proposing. So you get an image on the left, which is what the design is, and an image on the right, images on the right, which are actual photos of a similar type of built mixed-use town center. So the idea here is to create a town center that is pedestrian friendly. It has a boulevard concept with retail and active uses on the first floors. The intention is to have wide sidewalks, outdoor dining, very pedestrian friendly. There are teaser parking, we call it teaser parking, on-street parking, so that as you come in, you'll be able to park right in front of where you would be able to either go to a store or a restaurant. Within the plan, there are a number of specific areas allocated for uses, for community uses. So there's a public park. I'll show you a different location, but on the left, right beyond the first building, you see that's a significant open space that would be a community gathering space. At the far end, there's a roundabout, and there's another public plaza. We'll show you some images there, but the intention is to create a very community-oriented type of town center for not only residents that would be as a part of this particular development, but the retail and the restaurants would be for the greater community. To orient you, the image, so again, Eden Lane is on the bottom, Parsippany is on the right, and South Jefferson would be further over on the left, so we're just showing you Area A here. The colors are, the red represents retail, so you can see the retail lines the street, so it means that there's active uses along the retail. The purple represents potential hotel